to progressive overload. Attention! For this video I want you 100% focus, so that you will get the most out of this video. Do not distract yourself while watching it. Welcome to Mind Mentor. Today we will speak about how to progressive overload. But first we shall talk about what is progressive overloading. If you're in the fitness scene, you heard about progressive overload for sure. But what is that exactly? Progressive overloading is when you keep increasing the weights, reps or even sets. And your sets times reps times weights are also your so-called training volume. Because your muscle needs a stimulus to grow further in order to keep up with the demand it needs. And if you will do the same workout, and with that I only mean in your training volume, same workout, because you can do the same exercises, but you have to do more sets, reps or weights. Because otherwise your body would not change that much and you wouldn't get much more muscles than you could. Because your muscle lack a new stimulus to further grow. And with that we will get to the first point of progressive overloading, increasing your weight. The most typical way of increasing your progress is through increasing your weights. Because more weights equal more demand on the muscle and thus more stimulus for your muscle, so we'll get more gains. You could just start with something simply, going up 5 kg every 2 weeks. Or depending on how far you are on your journey, you will need to increase the weights maybe first after 3 to 4 weeks. Just make sure to keep adding weight with time, so we'll never stay at one point. The second way is through increasing reps. For reps, there's usually a so-called sweet spot of 8 to 12 reps, depending on the exercise you do. If you want to hit a personal record, you won't go to 8 to 12 reps. But for exercises where 8 to 12 reps are given to do, you could move in that rep range. And let's say you start with 8 reps and you really can't do a 9th rep. You fight to lift the barbell a 9th time, but your arms slowly go down while you keep on fighting. Then you have to keep trying until you eventually reach the 9th rep. Then after the 9th rep, you go for the 10th, 11th or 12th rep. And if you can do 12 reps, and that surely for a period of 1 to 2 weeks, I recommend you to increase the weights and then go down to 8 reps again. And repeat until you reach to 12 reps, and again then increase the weights. Always in this cycle you will be able to progressive overload for sure. And the last factor is sets. Sets are commonly used in a range of 3 to 5 sets. You have to do according to your training plan. But if you're a beginner, you most likely only do 3 sets. Increasing sets is a bit tricky to exactly know when you can do that extra set. I would recommend you to do it while increasing weights. So, as an example, if you reached at the dumbbell press, as an example 12 reps, you naturally, as we learned, will go up with the weights and go down with the reps back to 8. And then you maybe feel like that part of your body still could do more. You can try to increase your set from 3 to 4 and see how it turns out. Most of the times, sets are given by the training plan itself, and you usually do not have to do more or less. But if you advance further, there's a possibility that doing 1 set more will benefit you. And I have a bonus tip. This tip should be used with caution, especially as a beginner. But it usually, after training for quite some time, is a good idea to not look at your sets and reps and just do 1 set of every exercise you usually do. And just do as many reps as you can. This is called training until failure. It is a really powerful method of going mentally beyond your edge and building muscle. But at the same time, it is hard to really go to your limit and do as many reps as you can in 1 and only 1 set, because you are accustomed to doing multiple sets and thus not having to push everything out in just 1 set. As a beginner, you should not consider it for now, because for beginners it could lead to injuries pretty easily. But doing that every half year or once a year for a month will help you to not train too little. So, to conclude everything, you have the progressive overload in increasing your weight, increase reps, and maybe increase sets if you are more advanced. And do not forget about a cycle of increasing weights. Then doing 8 reps until you can do 12 reps. Then start with 8 reps and go up until you can do 12 reps. And then increase weights again and go down to 8 reps. And maybe try the bonus tip, and you will see that you will get mentally stronger. And next week you will get the next step. I am Mind Mentor, and I'm content to bring and help you through this journey. I will upload 1 video a week on Saturday, so you have enough time to get used to every step you will take. Until then, make your family, God, or yourself proud.